Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. You know the deal. Let's get it going, my gods. Talk to me. Let's get this first card out for Aries early January. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first one real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But here we go. Let's get it going here. What's up with Aries, please? Guides and spirit team, nice and quick. There we go. So we do have the Magician here, Aries, which is a bit of a complex card to start with because it could be speaking about illusion, or it could be very important, like manifesting, creating. There's a lot of layers to this card. But before we dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a little look here at our friend doing a whole bunch of magic tricks. So yes, this is very similar to the Magician in the tarot deck, where it could speak about creating, manifesting, bringing what you want from the etheric realm into the material. A lot of you could be working on something big or trying to create big changes, big moves in your life, which is a good thing. But I always say, watch the hidden hand when this card shows up. Make sure nobody's trying to hoodwink you, trick you, fool you, anything like that. In a similar sense to the Seven of Swords, but not as treacherous. It's beware of illusion, right? And when we're thinking, when we're doing a lot of thought, when we're trying to manifest, you could get caught in la-la land sometimes and things get out of the realm of reach. But let's just put that down. It could just be a good sign and omen that your powers of creation could be good. But yeah, I know Aries isn't anybody's fool, so just keep an eye out for the illusion. Let's get into tarot here. I'm going to shuffle it up one time and get you three in the upright before we get that intuitive, juicy stuff going. So let's do it, my guys. Using the awesome Smith Tiny Tarot. It's super cute, adorable. What do we got for Aries early January? Yeah, and that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. You know that. But yeah, last week's reading was really interesting. It was titled An Emotional Eruption. So whether you or somebody else you're very close to, a big outpouring of emotion and feeling, this is something that Aries is known to go through from time to time, right? The really intense, strong, powerful emotions can come bubbling up at a moment's notice, right? I know I'm an Aries. I feel those things too. But let's see what we have for you this week. It seems like we've been having some choppy waters in about the past month, so we're going to hope for some optimism here. What do we have for Aries, though? Thank you. Oh, I love this deck so much. They're so cute. They look like little pop figures. I keep mentioning that. But we do have the Hierophant in position number one. That could be really good, or that could be a little bit frustrating, right? I guess it depends on what you're going through. Let's get two more here. Definitely depends on what you're going through. I do like the Hierophant. I would say it does lean positive as far as cards go. So we do have the Five of Swords. This could be a little bit of combat. This could be a little beef. This could be somebody who's feeling a little upset. That's a cold energy, right? Let's get one more out here, then we'll really dive into all of it. Although these little characters are big-eyed and cute, the Five of Swords is a bit of a rough energy. Okay, so we do have the Two of Cups on the back end. You're also going to have a bonus this week, Aries. So third card of the main spread is that Two of Cups. Usually a very good card. So it looks like we have a little bit of a sandwich energy going here. You also have the Four of Swords right on the back, the Six of Swords, pardon me, on the back end. So let's go through these real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy intuitive messages. Position number one, the Hierophant. This could represent a Taurus. Maybe some of you are very close to that cusp of Taurus. And it is one of the most in-depth cards in the whole entire tarot deck. It is super sturdy, planted, grounded. When I see this card, I think of institutions, corporations, governments. It could represent day-to-day life. Very spiritual as well, but this is a super planted, almost immovable energy. So if you're trying to make big progress, the Hierophant could represent like something that's really tough, that it's like banging your head against the wall here. So this is an energy to watch out for, but it can be good. It could represent long-term commitments. It could represent marriages and things of the like. So we really want to dive deeper into that Hierophant and see what it's about, okay? Because there's a lot of layers here. And especially talking about things like that with the Two of Cups on the back end, this is a very intriguing energetic forecast we're looking at here. In the center, we have the Five of Swords. Now, all cards do have a double edge to them. They're all double-edged swords. Swords are air, the realm of the mind, the realm of communication. This is a bit combative, right? So in its most positive sense, the Five of Swords could be somebody who has super determination and they're going to do what they got to do to get to the top. Nothing's going to slow me down. Nothing's going to stop me. But when I see it next to such a planted card like the Hierophant and a soft card like the Two of Cups, this isn't the nicest, right? In its worst sense, this could represent somebody who has narcissistic tendencies in your life, somebody that is very cutthroat, very cold. It could even be selfish as well when we have a card like this. So we really want to see what it's about. And it could just be conflict in general. It could be situations or issues that we want to dig deeper into here, which is kind of a vibe I've been picking up in recent weeks. Now, moving to the very back end here, we have the Two of Cups. Like I said, a very soft, loving type of energy. Now, in tarot, twos all represent choices, decisions, partnerships, specifically the Two of Cups. It could represent soulmates. Now, soulmates aren't just romantic. It could be very close friends, family members, somebody that you have a very strong emotional bond with. So when we had an energy last week of emotional eruption and we have emotional ties showing up here, this could just be spirit highlighting those that are closest to you or how somebody you're connected to might be feeling, what they might be going through here. Usually it's a good card of teamwork. Now on the very back end, as we keep perusing our way through, we have the Six of Swords. This is a good sign. Okay, especially as a bonus. Once again, it's another footnote highlight of the reading. The Six of Swords to me is coming out of choppy waters into calm. Progress, even if it's slow and steady. Things improving, things getting better. So it's nice. In its worst sense, it could be somebody abandoning or giving up on something. We're not going to go down that road. Let's dive deeper, Aries. Let's jump in and clarify. Pardon me. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you and see what we got. Talk to me, my guides. What's going on with Aries here? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Hierophant. And if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. So yeah, if you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, Hierophant time. Why is the Hierophant here? Is that because being specific now? I always like when it gets specific on us. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a big energy of commitment here. Okay, like either wanting to dedicate or work on something. This is very diligent, very dedicated. Not sure if this is an energy you're in or somebody else you're closely connected to. For a lot of you, this could be some sort of work situation, money situation showing up. Working hard, working hard, working hard, not seeing the biggest results, okay? For some of you, you might just be engulfed with this earthly energy at the time. And I've been seeing that through a lot of signs, like big money focus, progress. I got to do it. I got to keep moving. I got to keep going. But the card, the Eight of Pentacles under the Hierophant, this is full commitment. Okay, so this could be something or someone that you are fully committed to for the long run, or somebody might be feeling this towards you. Okay, now we do need to see how it goes because we have the Five of Swords, Two of Cups. Maybe there's been a little hiccup, maybe there's been a bump in the road, but this is a huge energy of like commitment and dedication, which isn't a bad thing. And I know, you know, being an Aries myself and listening to different zodiac things, a lot of people say that Aries aren't the best at committing to things. We fly off at every little fancy, or we're very changeable. I know once an Aries dedicates themselves to something, when they dedicate themselves to a task, it will get done one way or another. So this is good. Let's move over. This is a very anchoring type of energy in the front end. So let's see what's up with that Five of Swords though, because I feel like this is where either things are going to clear up or things might catch a snag. So let's see, what's Five of Swords here? I love this deck so much. Okay, Lovers. And this feels like somebody like throwing a monkey wrench into something. For a portion of you, you might just be having issues with a Gemini when the lover shows up in reverse. It's a very similar energy to the Two of Cups on the back end. So we're catching like this mirroring energy, maybe two people in completely different mindsets. But I feel like an energy of something that's going good, going well, making progress, and somebody like throws a monkey wrench into it for whatever reason. So beware of that. I'm not saying this feels like somebody sabotaging, like purposely, but there is somebody that needs to get with the program here. It's like throwing progress off. That's just a huge vibe, okay? I'm not saying this is somebody that doesn't value you or anything like that, but when I get the Five of Swords, and this is a big warning about conflict with those closest to you, okay? Especially with the Lovers. Once again, soulmate, twin flame type of energy. So we're going to keep pressing over to the Two of Cups and see what's going on here. And those trains are just going crazy out there, my friends. I'm not sure if you could hear that. Hey, I live in Jersey, right? It's very noisy around here. But let's see what's up with that Two of Cups. That train sounded angry. So let's see why that Two of Cups is here. Talk about throwing a monkey wrench, right? So why is the Two of Cups here? Then we'll try to take a look. This could just be spats, little conflicts. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Yeah, completely opposite energy to the front end. We have the Eight of Cups with the Two of Cups here. Okay. This does feel to me that like somebody may have made like a big boo-boo, a big mistake. Beware of mistakes in this time because, and I'll give you my thought process behind this. Now, the Eight of Cups to me is a card of walking away, moving away from something. When we have it with the Two of Cups, the way the energy flows, we're starting with dedication. Then we get somebody possibly throwing a monkey wrench into things, whether purposeful or not. And then on the back end, like, all right, it's screwed up now. It's all messed up now. So this could be somebody like very sorrowful, somebody who's very upset. They feel like they've messed something up. They've made a mistake. So just beware in this time. Keep your head on a swivel because things might get messed up even if you're not intending them to. Or this could just be how somebody's feeling, very apologetic, that they've like really screwed the pooch here. Pardon me. But let me pull these cards up so you could have a look. Because we have the dedication in the front and then somewhat abandonment in the back end, like moving away, walking away. So in this time, you might be tempted to just like throw your hands up with various situations. Like, all right, yeah, you know what? This is a little too much now. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap. I know I just gave you a really quick, brief one, but we'll go through each one, the singular messages, and then the overall energy before we get into the shadow card. Because this is interesting. And remember, only take it if it hits for you, my friends. But in position number one, we have the Hierophant with the Eight of Pentacles. Complete and total dedication. A lot of hard work, moving towards something. Like, all right, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to make this happen, which is solid. Complete dedication. Moving to the middle, we have the Five of Swords with the Lovers in reverse. If you're not having issues with the Gemini, this to me just felt like somebody throwing a monkey wrench into something. Like things might be going good, might be going well, might be going smooth, and then somebody just like messes it up somehow. Another vibe I was catching here is obviously beware of conflict with those closest to you in this time. Okay, watch the temper. And moving to the back end, the Two of Cups with the Eight of Cups feels very apologetic to me. And this feels like a storyboard. So just beware in the coming days and weeks of like making errors, making big, huge mistakes and stuff like that. Because this could be somebody feeling like they really screwed up or messed up here. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card just so we could see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. I mean, the deck is nice, right? But yeah, that energy got a little choppy as we went along. It's in the shadows for Aries. Still using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion, which is nice. I mean, it definitely fits the shadow work theme. So what's in the shadows for Aries, please? Yeah, these cards are jumping like they want to come out. This is a nice little introspective piece of the reading, just to put a cherry on top. And there it is, the Six of Swords, once again, like we have here on the back end. For some of you, this could be like fear of abandonment issues, things like that. Or yeah, the feelings of wanting to give up on something could be strong in the coming days and weeks when we have a card like this, especially since it showed up as a bonus too. So usually, once again, that's a very positive card of forward momentum, forward progress. But in the shadows, we're talking about the rougher sides of those energies. So just beware that if you have abandonment issues, they might be triggered in this time, or there could be something that you might just be wanting to bolt from, like go, like, all right, yeah, that's it, bye. That's the type of energy I'm picking up here. Now, for, you know, you would know yourself and your situations better than I do here, but Spirit is trying to highlight it for a reason, Okay, so I'm just going to put it down there. Feel free to do more research, Aries. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details on the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.